Warning, heavy spoilers for Lazarus episode 1. The episode starts off with this incredibly creative intro lore dump on this scientist man called Dr. Skinner who created this pill wanting the world to be at peace, but then he vanished and things went downhill. Ooh, it's quite eerie indeed, and the visuals do a great job at capturing that eeriness. We get introduced to the main character Axel, and my jaw was on the ground when Hershey revealed that this guy is in prison for 888 years, serving multiple life sentences. What has this dude done to make him that much of a threat to humanity? He seems so relaxed and aloof. Yes, he's incredibly skillful and he's very talented, but mate, I need to know what this man has done. It is revealed that Dr. Skinner is completely fed up with humanity, seeing all the chaos, the wars, how humans are selfish and destroy their own planet, only looking for short-term goals. So the dude is like, anyone who took the pills, they're gonna die in 30 days. And I'm like, what? That is absolutely crazy. I understand having a pessimistic view on the world because yes, human beings can be quite frustrating, but to end the lives of millions, if not billions, while I understand why he came to this logic and conclusion, in my opinion, this man is a nutcase. I mean, not everyone is 100% evil in this world. What makes him judge, jury, and executioner to decide who lives and dies based on whether or not you've taken a pill? That is just absolutely bonkers to me. I understand taking out people who are actually doing harm, hurting others and the environment, but damn, this kind of sucks. I understand the urgency. I mean, what if you had a really poorly tummy and you needed a painkiller just to soothe it, only to realize that you're gonna be dead within a month? I would be absolutely fuming. But it does look like Axel is not interested at all and he escapes. And we cut to an absolutely stunning action sequence of Axel trying to escape the prison. Not surprised by the slick animation, it is made by MAPPA after all. But there is a fluidity to this sequence that seems quite different to the usual MAPPA anime, which I quite like. But one thing I don't like, some of the CGI in this episode. Some of the vehicles have some really meh looking CGI when it comes to the cars and the bikes. We cut to these two blonde characters and I get big sister little brother vibes from the two of them. I do like the scene of the cat snarling at Chris. It's like this cat can sense that Chris isn't who she says she is. She's all sweet and kind on the outside trying to approach the cat, but the cat is like, nah, I can sense you're not all that. We get that later on in the episode where Chris confronts Axel. The dude is like, yeah, why not? You seem like a nice gal, but she has ulterior motives as she is there to knock him out. This girl to me seems like a snake in the body of a sheep, fluffy and soft on the outside, but deadly on the inside. And that cat scene perfectly captured the vibe and possibly foreshadowed what is going to happen in the future with this Chris character. Oh yeah, the dude with the Harry Potter glasses has a really badass outfit. The reaction to the news is very fascinating. It shows us how divided humanity is. Even though this same threat is going to affect everyone, so many people are taking it differently. Some are rioting, angry at what Skinner has done. Some are terrified and scared. Some are hoping and praying that something is going to defeat the devil that is Dr. Skinner and for things to go back to normal. And some are just accepting it for what it is and waiting for the end of the world. That scene with the police officer was incredibly funny. But the thing I noticed more about this scene is how unbelievably detailed the backgrounds are. There is a scene when Axel aboards a train which goes to Babylonia City, and oh my gosh, my jaw was on the ground. Look how stunning this shot looked. It reminded me of the scene of when Judy arrives at Zootopia. The leader of Lazarus has a conversation with a lookalike James McAvoy's Professor X. He has a photo of the little blonde boy on Team Lazarus and another blonde man. While the blonde man in the photo frame has a different hair color, he does resemble Dr. Skinner. Is Dr. Skinner the father of the blonde boy Leland? And is the Professor X looking guy the grandfather of Leland? That would make sense considering that he is a part of this Lazarus team. But what did Professor Man mean when he said, if things go too far, those people might very well be our last hope. Is he talking about Team Lazarus or an entirely different group of people? Ooh, the plot thickens. We have another cool action sequence of Axel running from Team Lazarus, and I love how Team Lazarus just all have this really easygoing, clear communication with one another. They all know each other very well, and they all work together. They all have their role to play, and you like to see it. Blonde boy Leyland arrives at a graveyard, and I do feel like he is possibly paying tribute to his mother. I don't think the blonde lady is his mom because she looks quite young to be his mom. Maybe if Leland is the son of Dr. Skinner, did Dr. Skinner use this painkiller on Leland's mom? Maybe she was the original test subject, and maybe Dr. Skinner found out that things went wrong when she passed away. Who knows, just a theory of mine. The entire running parkour sequence of Axel just running all over the city is so action-packed, but also it has this melancholic vibe. It feels awfully soothing. It reminds me of 90s animes like Neon Genesis Evangelion and especially Cowboy Bebop. I think it's the music in the background. I'm not surprised as the director of this series worked on Cowboy Bebop, but just watching this whole sequence just felt very nostalgic. It gives me that vibe of watching your favorite series on a lazy rainy morning or afternoon, just chilling out. No stress, no worries, just fun action and cool story. Another cool imagery is Harry Potter Glasses Man confronting Axel. This shot especially, Axel has the high ground while Harry Potter looking man, glasses dude, has the lower ground, symbolizing that Axel is just one step ahead of him, literally. Showing us that Axel has always been that guy to always be one step ahead of everyone, which makes sense. This dude has escaped prison like crazy. However, despite this majestic scene of him falling down, looks really great. The fact that the first person he falls down towards is Chris just goes to show you that Chris might be the gal to always put Axel in his place, as she is the only person throughout the entire episode who was able to capture Axel. Like I said before, fluffy and cuddly on the outside, but a snake on the inside. I think Chris is 2 steps ahead of Axel. The team is all together and now he's a part of Team Lazarus, and that's how the episode ends. Overall, this episode was absolutely stunning. The voice acting was really good and I think it works for this vibe. This feels like it's set in a city like San Francisco or New York, so having American voices does make sense. Dr. Skinner is very mysterious. Ooh. Cannot wait for episode 2 and beyond to explain more. 10 out of 10 episode. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it or did you hate it? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more Lazarus anime reviews, as well as other news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.